Welcome into another season of Curators Corner here inside the Buffalo Bisons Hall of Fame room. Alongside the curator of the Hall of Fame room, John Butte, I'm Pat Malacaro. John, it's great to be talking about memorabilia and the Bisons' history in general again with you this season. I know we got a lot of great stuff in store.
Oh, there's a lot of great things going on in the Hall of Fame this year. We got our Odd exhibit we're going to do, a tribute to the Odd. We're going to talk about opening day of 1988, and we're going to have a 30th anniversary exhibit at the end of the season as well. So a lot of good things going on.
Folks can come inside the Buffalo Bisons Hall of Fame room inside the Swan St.gate and check it out. Today we're going to talk about the first opening day here at Coca-Cola Field, then Pilot Field. Hard to believe 30 years ago this ballpark opened to all the pomp and circumstance.
It seems like yesterday. It really does. I was at the park that day, April 14th, 1988. I'll never forget it. It was a great day for Buffalo, a great day for baseball.
The mayor was here, Jimmy Griffin. Of course, it's now one Jimmy Griffin Plaza here at Coca-Cola Field. But even Mario Cuomo, the governor at the time of New York State, everybody who's anybody in New York State was here that day.
Yeah, I remember it very, very vividly. It seemed like everybody you bumped into, it was everybody was baseball, everybody was Buffalo, and it was a fabulous day. And Bisons ended up winning, which was even better.
Yeah, Bisons win the game, but folks might not remember, it was a very low-scoring game that day. Just one run was scored.
Yeah, low-scoring game, 1-0. Bob Patterson was the starting pitcher for the Bisons. Did a fantastic job, and Tom Prince hit the home run to win it, 1-0. Very, very cold day. I'll never forget.
Talk about the pomp and circumstance and some of the memorabilia we have here to go along with it. The Buffalo News, the program from that day, all things celebrating the move from War Memorial Stadium here to then Pilot Field.
Yeah, what an exciting day it was. I mean, to go from War Memorial Stadium, it wasn't called the Rock Pile for nothing, and to have a brand new stadium like this that just really screamed Buffalo, and it was a fantastic place to come and play.
What are some of the things about the ballpark and led up to that day that you remember the most about that, and things that you still carry with you today?
I just remember the construction, and I remember when they determined for this plot and where it was going to be located, and kept thinking, how was it going to be situated? Where was home plate going to be? Where was going to be the outfield? Where were the dugouts? Everything. It was just a cool process to go through, and I'll never forget it. Right in the mid-1980s, and it was a resurgence for Buffalo at that time. Buffalo had been a little down at that point, and that really sparked a resurgence downtown.
And Buffalo is really the testing ground for a lot of the things we see today in baseball, going back downtown into the city square instead of being in the suburbs, and even the style of the ballpark. Those are things that at the time were not the commonplace, not the norm.
Yeah, Pilot Field was kind of the start of the throwback stadium. It came a couple years before Camden Yards in Baltimore, and it really was a new wave of celebrating the past and going back to grass fields, baseball close to the action, not being out in the middle of nowhere like those multi-purpose stadiums in Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. It's just a fantastic ballpark, and it still is 30 years later.
And watching some of the videos, and you can see them on YouTube, I love watching all the dignitaries speak and talk about how it could be the resurgence of downtown Buffalo. And here we are 30 years later with the Rich Entertainment Group taking over Canal Side and now Outer Harbor. And even today we see the resurgence, and Pilot Field, now Coca-Cola Field, was really the birth of that.
It sure was. Like I said, it sparked a resurgence in Buffalo. It all started right here, and very, very proud to still be here 30 years later.
And some of the things folks remember the most about Pilot Field and in the Bisons in general, the logo and the uniforms. We'll see those on display not only on opening day but throughout the season, and those are some of the most beloved in Bison history.
Yeah, they were a gorgeous jersey in 1988. Just a fantastic jersey. The black and red really just was a fabulous color scheme, and I can't wait to see opening day, see them come out of the dugout in those jerseys. It'll be cool.
Well, John, looking forward to catching up with this season here on Curators Corner. And don't forget, if you're inside the ballpark, you can check it out inside the Swan St.gate. When the gates open, you can come into the Buffalo Bisons Hall of Fame room. For John Butte, I'm Pat Malacaro.